Our rivers are running very high this summer in Colorado. Many of you, understandably, have questions about how these high water levels and fast-moving rivers are affecting rafting in terms of safety, difficulty, and much more. We sat down with one of our terrific guides, Avery, to see what she had to say about some of these questions and concerns.
My name is Avery. I'm a raft guide with Arkansas Valley Adventures, close to Buena Vista, Colorado. Actually, got invited to paddle with the USA Women's Paddling Team and paddled with them for a few years. I also whitewater kayak in my free time. And yeah, I've been paddling for, I think, 6 years now. And I still love it, getting after it every day.
Is whitewater rafting safe?
I don't think you can ever really say whitewater rafting is safe. There's definitely inherent risks involved, just like everything else you do in life. Every time you hop into your car, you're accepting certain risks, right? So we definitely, just like driving your car, go out of our way to have safe practices to make it safer. And try to maximize fun for people.
I heard the water is high. Is the river closed?
The water is definitely high, but you can't really close a section of river. Really what they do is usually the body that's in charge of managing a river issues high water advisories, just because certain risks do go up, potential for like flipping or swimming, long swims. So no, the river's not closed.
How does the record level snow impact safety for whitewater rafting season?
The river that we run is all snow melt, so the water that we get is all from that snowpack. So with record level snow, definitely means we have some record level water this year with that melt off. So with that increased snowpack and that increased water then, just our concerns change really more than go up necessarily. Definitely worried more about longer swims or how bigger water features might affect the safety out there, like bigger waves or bigger hydraulics out there, creating some hazards that we have to then navigate around. So yeah, just kind of always thinking about that risk to reward factor of what we're going out there and running, the lines we're running, the features we're hitting, and yeah, just what kind of risks we're willing to accept out there.
What are my best options for a kid-friendly trip this summer?
There's still all kinds of awesome Class 2 family river trips out there. Those waves might be a bit bigger, but there's rivers all around the state of Colorado and all over the states. Like the Upper Colorado is still a good family trip. Browns Canyon is still a good family trip, some of those Class 3 trips, but our age minimums do start going up as that water increases, as some of those swim risks increase. So yeah, I would just say call up a company and ask what they think is the best run for a family right now, and just let them know what your family's like, what they're looking at, and what you're looking to get into as well.
Say I'm booking a trip. What are precautions I can take for a safe experience?
So if you're looking to book a rafting trip, definitely thinking about some of those precautions you can take to make sure you're having a safe and fun experience out there. Definitely one of the first things you can do is look up online and do your research. Figure out where you want to go, maybe which river you want to get into, which section on that river, and then how long of a trip on that river you want to do. You can look up reviews for the different companies and make your decision off of that as to which company you maybe want to go with. Then you can look up on different companies' websites as well and see what different river sections are like that way. And then once you get to the river, get to the company, those guides will outfit you with all kinds of safety equipment and give you the information you need to know, so that way you can be safe and have fun out there. And then when you're in the boat, it is a wild and dynamic environment out there. I definitely like to let people know that, but there's definitely things you can do yourself to minimize those risks. And the top three are definitely listening well, paddling well, and locking your feet in. your guide's always looking out for your best interests out there. So if you're listening to them and following their paddle commands, you're probably gonna have some fun through those rapids, and then doing the other various things they talk about in those paddle chats or safety chats. I think they do a really good job of informing you of what risks exist out there and how to avoid those risks as much as possible.
What safety precautions are we taking?
As a company, Arkansas Valley Adventures is definitely taking some specific precautions with the high water year we're seeing. One of our outposts in Idaho Springs on Clear Creek has some increased safety along the shore. They have some folks standing along shore with a piece of safety equipment called a throw bag, ready to help out potential swimmers should that arise. At our office in Granite, we usually have a safety kayaker along with our highest section that is open. Right now that is our Class 3 section, so we do send out safety kayakers with the majority of our trips. The only times we don't have a safety kayaker out there is if we have enough boats that we know that they can look out for each other out there and keep an eye on each other. We're definitely not running some of those harder sections right now because it is way above our cutoff level, that highest maximum water flow. We're willing to go into some of those sections. And then our section that is open, Browns Canyon, we do have some age minimums as those water flows do go up. And we're definitely making sure we have the right ages out there, that really trying to make sure people aren't trying to sneak in younger kids, because obviously we have those age minimums for a reason. Definitely thinking about more warm gear. We usually chat with people before the trips and let them know that that water is cold because it's high and it was snow yesterday. And definitely give people more information as to what they're maybe getting into, and that those waves are going to be big, and how people typically fall out, how to avoid that. Talking about hitting those waves back and paddling really hard, never hiding from those hits. Just really trying to inform people more, as well as be on our toes ourselves and be that much more aware of what's going on and really looking out for each other, and always talking to each other about how we can up our safety and what precautions we personally take to make sure we're having a good time out there with everybody. I think high water years usually garner negative media attention with some of the incidents that occur, especially with private boaters maybe going out and not knowing the risks that they're getting into and not understanding their safety equipment well enough, not understanding the river. And while I do think people do need to be aware of those risks, I think that negative media attention is really unfounded and overblown. All these companies have incredibly professional staff. They know what they're getting into. They go out of their way to run safe and fun trips. And it's awesome whitewater out there. It's so much fun at big water. And whenever people come in and they're so scared, I don't know, it makes my day to see people come off the river with a smile on their face and laughing when they came in terrified. And I just wish people would understand that the high water is super fun. We have qualified guides. That's the whole point of commercial rafting, is having professional staff out there to make sure you have a fun and awesome experience out there. So don't be afraid to go rafting. Just do your homework and know what you're getting into, and choose a professional company to go rafting with.